I would just like to formally apologize because a couple of days ago I poked some fun at the clickies who thought the books in Ned's Cozy Fireplace meant something.
What? What? They stay insane all the time! How was I supposed to know this one was true?
Bank accounts are a scam created by the shadow government!
See?
But apparently you guys were right. So we'll get into that. Now, I literally feel like a news reporter on the scene. The story is still happening and there's not a lot of answers, but I have some ongoing theories, okay? And if they suck, shut up, okay? I had to hurry up and cook something, okay? Let me cook. I'm sure I'll make a follow-up video when we have more information, but we literally have nothing. But if you've been keeping up, the boys from Ohio are at it again. Those silly boys. At 10 a.m. around day 1000 since Scaled and Icy, people began to notice red tape blocking the eyes of every other previous cover. Now you might be saying, Blurry Face doesn't have eyes. If you didn't know, the symbols on Blurry Face lines up to a certain song, and those songs correlate with a bishop that's within Dima. Just so happens the tape is blocking out Heavy Dirty Soul, aka Keon's, who has been a dirty little rascal so far in this story. Now the color red in tape is not new to 21 Pilots lore, but we haven't really seen them together. Quickest connection I can make is the lyrics from The Outside where he talks about, I'll tape my eyes so I don't fall asleep again. Now again, sleep is something very important within 21 Pilots lore. Sleep represented the year-long hiatus they took, as well as the end of the hiatus. Closing eye represented the start of the hiatus, opening eye represented the end of the hiatus. Waking up. You're waking up, you're active again. I should also note that the jumpsuit music video, which was the return from the hiatus, Tyler says, it's time to wake up. You've been asleep. And maybe this is saying Tyler can't be asleep. He can't take time off. Things are happening. He must stay awake. What concerns me is that it's the color red. If it was yellow, we're all good because that represents the banditos and the good guys. It is red, which means that this is coming from the bishops, probably. No, bad. Bishops are trying to block out the eyes of the previous albums for whatever reason. Now, it gets weirder. Apparently, there are some people who have been receiving pieces of mail, a red envelope, and these are letters from Dima. It's like a Dima jury letter. Now, within these letters, we can find things from Dima, but there's also a Clancy letter. And of course, there's some hidden messages to be found within these. Now, apparently there have been 1,500 of these letters sent. I don't think as of now all of them have been found, but on some of these letters are handwritten notes. Use some like double lettering, and if you unscramble that, it says Still Alive. Now, this is probably a good album name, Still Alive, or at least like a name of a song, but this is undying confirmation that Clancy is still alive. He's written another letter, and it even says Still Alive. Now, I like the theory, sue me, okay, sue me. I like the theory that Tyler is Clancy, or at the very least took his name. I don't know, but I have a feeling it's just Tyler. Now, within Clancy's letter, you can see this word. I'm not even going to say it. And the letters form a 229 pattern. 229 is important, because 229 also showed up in Ned's Cozy Fireplace if you look at the books on the shelf. In Ned's Cozy Fireplace, which I should say is also 10 hours long, again, with at 10 a.m. on day 1000, 10 seem to be important here. There was some Morse code within this video that spelled out books, so people paid attention to the books. And the books were stacked in 2s and 9s, so again, 229. I've talked about it again in another theory video, but Ned's letter as well, if you take out the missing letters, spells a date. So obviously within this video somewhere there is a date, and I think 229 is it. February 29th. Some people are saying this is the album. I think it might just be a single or like a music video. I'm not sure. I might eat my words later. Considering that this is February 15th and I still haven't seen a single, as of now, the Pilots have the opportunity to make me look so stupid, and they do it again and again. I think that there's just going to be some weird cryptic things and promo up until the 29th, and then that's when we'll get our album announcement. That's just me. So the books were important. I'm sorry. Didn't mean that. I'm sorry. Now, also within these letters was a map of Trench, which is not anything new. We've seen maps of Trench, but there's a new little place in there. It's called Paladin Strait. Now, the only tweet that I can find really discussing this was using quite a literal definition of paladin, which I think still works. A trusted military leader, as for a medieval prince, a leading champion of a cause. But I don't know about you, my little nerdy brain went immediately to D&D. And I think if you look at it within that context, it adds so much more idea to this whole paladin thing. So let me read you the definition of a paladin from D&D Beyond. A paladin swears to uphold justice and righteousness, to stand with the good things of the world against the encroaching darkness, and to hunt the forces of evil wherever they lurk. Different paladins focus on various aspects of the cause of righteousness, but all are bound by the oaths that grant them power to do their sacred work. Although many paladins are devoted to gods of good, a paladin's power comes as from much of a commitment to justice itself as it does from a god. Paladins train for years to learn the skills of combat, mastering a variety of weapons and armor. Even so, their martial skills are secondary to the magical power they wield. Power to heal the sick and injured, to smite the wicked and the undead, and to protect the innocent and those who join them in the fight for justice. Now, when you look at it from a D&D perspective, I think it adds so much more context. Think about banditos, those who help those in Dima. The idea of a paladin goes alongside of that very well. You know, the people who are out to do good, to defeat the evil Dima, and to help not only those that need their help, but those who join the cause, who join the banditos. Especially if you think about that they have the power to heal the sick and the injured. I think that's kind of maybe along the lines of a bandito who is there to help those recovering from Dima. Now, I also think that there's a darker twist that this could take. Stay with me. Paladins are associated with a religion. Like I said, they're kind of devoted to a god. And there is a religion within this 21 Pilots lore, which is vialism. No good. Bad. Stinky. Now, theoretically, there could be paladins fighting for this cause because that is what they believe is right. They're fighting for their religion, but it would also be against the banditos. I'm just saying that is a possibility. The idea that there's kind of this opposite bandito, someone who's willing to fight for Dima and vialism, a religion they think is right, I don't think is too crazy, but I guess only time will tell. So yeah, sorry I don't have a lot. I thought I would just get this out here really quick because a lot is happening, okay? The streets are on fire. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe to join the Groovy Graveyard. That's what I'm calling you guys now. If you subscribe to me, you can join the Groovy Graveyard. And I'm your leader, the Groovy Ghost. As always, I will see you in the next one.